MLB Network has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field in Phoenix. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Paul Goldschmidt, the league's leading hitter, continues his march toward the National League batting crown. Next, Cole Hamels, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. Down the third baseline. And that's the first out. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2-3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the postseason and waiting on a 3-run bomb, because you're facing nothing but 1s and 2s. If you're going to beat up the 3, 4, 5 guys in a rotation, you have to find a way to create more scoring opportunities against the 1s and 2s.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Still a warm one tonight, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Here it comes. Hit to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first two in the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping up now, Eric Hosmer. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He'll try again, 1-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Souza is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. A solid first inning from Cole Hamels. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Dinelson Lamet gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Striding in, Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, these are one of those road trips where you feel like you're actually playing at home. No offense to the home crowd, but they're going to travel well. Not difficult for the fans to get in their car, hit a highway, pick up 2 tickets, grab a hot dog, and watch somebody go deep.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Cordero moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, this team really needs David Peralta to step up. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher David Peralta. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, some might consider this a cheap home run because he didn't exactly crush it, but he got enough of it to doink it off the foul pole, and that's all it takes. And guess what? It looks like a bomb in the box score tomorrow.
Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike.
0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Perella. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. With less than a month to play and his team fighting to stay in the playoff hunt, he continues his personal quest for a batting crown.
And when this guy's ABs night in, night out, he has given his team at least a chance to stay in this playoff race. Not only that, he's given himself a chance to potentially be a batting champion.
No balls and one strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And strike three called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Diamondbacks hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and the D-backs have an early 1-0 advantage. Leading off the inning, Jose Perella, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jose Perella.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peralta's after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at third baseman Jake Lamb. Everybody's going to focus on the offense, and rightfully so. This guy absolutely mashes. But he's an adequate defender over at the hot corner. And be on the lookout for him to make a big play today.
Now to the plate, Manuel Margot. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike one. One out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting sixth, catcher, Austin.
Now at the plate, Austin Hedges. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss. Two out, nobody on. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 1-0. Up next for Arizona, Steven Souza. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Right fielder, Steven Souza.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. A high fastball is in there. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He stays alive, still 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
So stepping in, Alex Avila, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Pitch on its way to Avila. Tough slider down low for a strike.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging, chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Daniel Descalso.
Digging in, Daniel Descalso. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Striding into the box, Nick Ahmed. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Ahmed is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Descalzo at second with 2 down. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
The right fielder, number 32, Anthony Alford.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Alford, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And there's the fastball by Hamels. Good for strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box, Dinelson Lamet, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
2-2.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peralta's under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning, and he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Digging in, Cole Hamels as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Cole Hamels.
First offering on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. And a decent swing from Hamels there, but he comes up empty, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Into the box now, David Peralta.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
2 out, nobody on. High in the air. Asuaje waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, but they're up 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Corey Spangenberg back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. And that'll bring in Carlos Isuaje. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So 2 are gone in the Padre fourth. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off.
Paul Goldschmidt.
First offering on its way. Missed with a slider.
Counts 1-0.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Alford racing back to the track. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And the Diamondbacks are off and running in the inning. Literally, it's a leadoff triple.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Standing in now, Jake Lamb. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over the first. And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
He's been great on the mound up until this inning, and yeah, he and his guys are behind 2-0 now, but if he can seal the leak and hold these guys right here the rest of the way, this is still going to be a start he can be proud of.
In now, Steven Souza. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. 2-1 now to Steven Souza.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Here it comes. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Of course, there was a fastball.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Margot going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a triple instead.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Souza takes his lead at third with 1 away. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
3-0 now. Daniel Descalso will be next. .30 pitch. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in to try it again, Daniel Descalso. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Hit to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-0 game.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
In now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Here it comes on 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
The pitcher, number 35.
Now at the plate, Paul Hamels. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Cordero over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And they get the double play at third. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Padres nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Pirela. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Here's a high pop-up. Ahmed is there. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Manuel Margot.
Striding in once again, Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Even 1-1 count to Margot. Line to the right side, and the Friars are into the hit column.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Into the box, Austin Hedges. And he fouls this one off. Goodness. 0-2 now.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
Ball 1.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. And that'll bring up Franchy Cordero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Peralta. Oh, and he misses it.
It looked like he had a great jump on the ball. Was going to bring it in, no problem. But something happened as he approached the foul line, and it went right by him. It wasn't a routine play, but he'll tell you he should have had it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Margot leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Here's Gerard Dyson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Center fielder, Gerard.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Pitch on the way. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Margot's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready for another shot now. David Peralta, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Full count now, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Pulled toward right center field. Out efforts under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Schmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Jake Lamb standing in now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A runner on first with 2 away. Hey. 1-1 to count to Jake Lamb. The 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Number 53 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 53.
Steven Souza will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Goldschmidt over at second. Lamb on at first with 2 down. Fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. bouncer up the middle, fielded by Spangenberg. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Padres nothing. Ready for another chance? Anthony Alford will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Descalso has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 53.
Christian Villanueva will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Christian Villanueva.
And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Towards second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Corey Spangenberg. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Right over the middle, knee high. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
The count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. This one's down to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Now batting, third baseman, Carlos Estrada.
Into the box now, Carlos Estrada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Two out with the man at first. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Peralta. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Spangenberg rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Hosmer has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Hosmer in front now at 3-1 count.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 3-2 pitch goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Peralta is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Padres 1. Jose Torres enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 76, Jose Torres.
Now batting, Alex Avila. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the sixth.
Alex Avila.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Nope. 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Digging in once again, Nick Ahmed, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. From the stretch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Torres has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Stepping into the box, Jose Pirela. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here comes the first pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. And this guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
A fastball right over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Austin Hedges. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. next 0-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it 4-1. Jordan Lyles will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Jordan Lyles.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Hamels. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. This one's flared toward left center. Calling for it, Perella. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gerard Dyson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. 1 out, nobody on. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Popped him up. Cordero over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
David Peralta will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Lyles gets the sign. First pitch on the way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Just missed with a breaking ball. Still 1-2. And he he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Paul Goldschmidt would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is flared out towards second. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. And that retires the side. Diamondbacks strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Now in the box, Anthony Alford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Dyson moving in. 2 gone.
Now batting, Edward Jordan.
Francisco Mejia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this is taken outside for ball one. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Padres down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
At the plate, Steven Souza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Right fielder, Steven Souza.
First offering on its way. And he takes ball one.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Stammen playing here in his age 34 season. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Sliders in for a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Alex Avila.
Stepping in, Alex Avila. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 misses, ball 2.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Souza on at first, nobody out. Hey, 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Pitch on its way to Avila. There's a strike.
We got 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Standing in now, Daniel Descalso, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Smoke toward the hole. That's through a base hit, and he's got his third hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there, that's clean. 3 for 4, he's looking locked in.
Carter Capps answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Carter Capps.
Ketel Marte will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Two 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here's the 3-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Margot on his horse. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The pitcher, number 25, Hallo.
Eduardo Escobar is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher, Hamels.
Number 7, Eduardo Escobar.
Ball 1 comes into this one at 271. 17 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Now The 1-0. Fouled away. Two men are on with two men out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Souza is on his way home. And the runner will score from second. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Here's Gerard Dyson. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. A fastball that finds the outside corner. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Dyson is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
And he chased it in the dirt. Hedges finds it, but no chance to recover. Dyson is on at first after the strikeout. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Settling in now, David Peralta, and their runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Alford on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Diamondbacks. It's not just the air conditioning that has these folks fired up. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ketel Marte will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 4.
Jorge De La Rosa comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 30, Jorge De La Rosa.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Corey Spangenberg. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. To 1-2 now. swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Digging in now for San Diego, Carlos Asuaje, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. De La Rosa, a left-hander that stands 6'1" tall. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues. But to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
First baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Two out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. San Diego down to their final strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least the split. They'll take that every single time.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Paul Hamels earns his 8th victory of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Dinelson Lamet is slapped with his 15th loss of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street stations.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 6-1. In other Diamondbacks news, relief pitcher Andrew Chafin has been promoted from AAA to the majors. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in second place in the National League West division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. While the Padres are at the bottom of the division, they're over 20 games out of first. The Colorado Rockies totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-4. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in third place in the National League West division, 6.5 games back. And the Giants are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets stopped their 6-game losing streak as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-3. As of today, the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. And the Mets are in fourth place in the NL East. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Atlanta Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-4. In the standings, the Braves sit in third place in the National League East division. They're 16.5 games out of first. And the Red Sox are in second place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. The Phillies launched 3 home runs as they took down the Fish in Miami 9-3. Heading into the day, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Phillies are second in the division, only a half game back. The St. Louis Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 9-6. At the start of the day, the Nationals sit atop the NL East. They have a small half-game advantage, while the Cardinals sit in third place in the National League Central Division, 6.5 games back. The Brewers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they crushed the Cubs 9-2. As of today, the Brewers sit in second place in the National League Central, 1 game out of first. And the Cubs are atop the division, 1 game ahead of second. The Reds got 11 hits overall as they plundered the Pirates 7-0. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're 16.5 games out of first. And the Reds are fourth in the division, 9.5 games behind first. The Toronto Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Rays 4-3. In the standings, the Blue Jays sit in third place in the American League East Division, 10.5 back. And the Rays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-0. As of right now, the White Sox sit in third place in the American League Central, 17 games out of first. And the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cleveland Indians sent 3 balls into the seats as they dethroned the Royals 9-2. Heading into the day, the Indians are atop the AL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the Royals are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The A's hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-5. At the start of the day, the A's are in fourth place in the AL West. They're 19.5 games out of first, while the Yankees are leading the American League East, 3.5 games ahead of second. The Seattle Mariners combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-2. Entering the day's action, the Mariners are in second place in the AL West, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. And the Orioles are in fourth place in the AL East, 16 games out of first. The Angels stopped their 6-game losing streak as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-5. In the standings, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Angels are third in the division. They're 7 games back. The Astros swatted 4 home runs in this one as they pulverized the Twins 6-0. It was their 5th straight victory. Heading into the day, the Astros are leading the AL West, 2 games up on second place. And the Twins sit in second place in the AL Central Division, 11.5 games out of first. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.